Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a DEVVE and daCat update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. DEVVE doing okay on the day, down about 1/3%, so pretty much nothing. At 34, almost 35 cents on the day. We are at a $30 million market cap, 68K in volume over on the DEXs. But if you go and take a look at the DEXs in conjunction with the SEXs, $339,000 in volume at a $33 million market cap. I had somebody message me the other day saying, hey, when is DevStream, that's a sister company to DEVVE, they are listed on the NASDAQ, when is DevStream going to buy the DEVVE tokens that they said they would? And be advised, those tokens that they're buying are going to be directly from the company. That's not going to put any buy pressure on the token, but it is going to give DEVVE some working capital. I think it's a couple $1 million worth. They get to go in and they get to use that however much they want. I wish I could advise them on the capital allocation, but they just have people that are probably better than me at that, because they can hire directly from Wall Street. They can hire directly from the people that are used to being able to throw around $100 million or whatever. So this, I think they'll do a pretty good job with. It'd be cool if they could keep us updated on that. But again, they are not a private company, so this is something that they might keep us updated on. They might not. We do have some words from Tom Anderson from DEVVE, but before then, we have some words from the community. The DEVVE community saying billions have been lost to bridges. Trillions have been locked in legacy rails, and one chain has quietly solved both. DEVVE didn't promise, it's delivering. Deterministic consensus, instant finality, and scalable reality. This isn't the next blockchain, it's the last one we'll ever need. Knowing all this, are your bags big enough? I love this guy, I love him so much. He also goes on to say why TradFi fits naturally onto DEVVE's architecture. Traditional finance doesn't move slowly because it wants to, it moves slowly because its infrastructure cannot operate any faster. DEVVE aligns directly with operational patterns, institutions, and stuff that they already understand. Deterministic execution, predictable throughput curves, auditable event flow, and integration primitives that mirror established industry frameworks. It's clean, well-defined data structures, linear scaling without behavioral drift, settlement windows that behave the same every single time, and tooling designed for enterprise integration rather than novelty. DEVVE isn't competing with institutional infrastructure, it's completing it. This guy has some great write-ups, I think written with ChatGPT, but again, we love it. XRPL, mastered payments, but DEVVE generalizes that mastery to everything of value. XRPL's architecture is fast, stable, and trusted for financial flows, but it's optimized for one purpose, moving currency efficiently. Its simplicity limits broader programmability and data logic. DEVVE extends XRPL's precision onto a multi-domain execution layer, payments, assets, data, and identity, all processed at payment-grade speed. It carries XRPL's reliability into a world of programmable interoperability. From transactions to transformation, DEVVE turns speed into scale. He also quotes saying, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day the world will understand that I was right. Again, I freaking love this guy. Anyway, going on to Tom's words, he's saying that the way DevX is implemented, each application has its own shards. It should be intuitive that if each shard is run by different validators, then you can create as many shards as needed, and in doing so, increase throughput as much as ever needed, with one exception. What happens if you need a transaction to move from one shard to another shard? One of DEVVE's main inventions is our cross-shard mechanism. That is the heart of our invention that makes DevX such a powerful technology. Each application shard is called a T2 network, and there is a single shard that runs proof of validation consensus and manages transactions that move from one another, called the T1 network. The T1 network is not a master record, and T2 shards are not sidechains. The T1 network is simply utilized for cross-shard transactions. We benchmarked the T1 network and showed it could process over 8 million transactions per second. Those represent cross-shard transactions. Most transactions in real-world applications will simply run on a single shard, so if there is the capability to run 8 million cross-shard transactions per second, then the overall operation of the blockchain can do so. They can run much faster than that even. Tens of millions or even hundreds of millions of transactions per second or more. We can add other T0 shards to manage cross-shard T1 transactions as well. Overall, the architecture can process near infinite number of transactions per second, so long as there are computers to run the network. The algorithm is elegant, and its simplicity, and again, should be intuitive that it is an effective way to scale, so long as the cross-shard mechanism works. Boiling the problem down into a scaling philosophy as we have, and then providing an effective way to manage cross-shard transactions should satisfy anyone who is technologically sophisticated and can understand algorithms. The algorithm is described in the DEVVE white paper at DEVVE.io. He continues on saying that I found in the early years that it was a fool's errand continually trying to go deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole of proving TPS. Millions of TPS implies a system order of magnitude bigger than Visa, and that type of system is very, very expensive to operate. We found that we would have needed hundreds of thousands of dollars just to do a test on a system that was only up for a portion of a day, and then people would still question it at the point the test is over. Fundamentally, we proved it internally, and from that point on, we developed the business focusing on production rather than research. Right now, we can know that we can use our architecture to scale as big as ever needed, and we are focusing on building real-world applications and development now. I love it when he speaks. It was reported by Look On Chain that has 673,000 followers over on X, saying official upbit. They have 84,000 followers on X. They have been hacked for about $37 million in assets, US dollars, on Solana, and they have been transferred to unknown wallets. So you have Mocha Boy saying, extremely sorry, official upbit, confident in the technology of the future, sure that this will come to an end thanks to DEVVE and the DEVVE ecosystem. Obviously, they have multiple ways to go about doing that. Link down below if you want to sign up for the exchange, where you're not going to need to give up custody of your crypto. Whether it's Coinbase, whether it's Upbit, whether any exchange that you want right now, you have to give up your custody of it and cede control of it to that exchange in order to do something with it, to sell it, transfer it, swap it. But for the DEVVE exchange, you're not going to need to do that. It'll stay right in whatever wallet you choose. And I'm not going to lie, that's going to be a game changer and part of the reason that I think DEVVE goes crazy. I have my base of how much DEVVE that I want, and I have 4,000 extra tokens on top of that, which is not a lot. But 4,000 extra tokens, when I think this goes, again, 10x would be $3.50. And you multiply it by 4,000, that's an extra $14,000. And I think that does that in the next couple of months, because I think that by the time you guys are watching this video, it's still pretty early, Saturday night. It's possible that happens by the end of the year. Like I said, if there's 10,000, if it goes to $10 by the end of the year, we'll do some charities, do some charity giveaways. I already told, I was live for an hour before, telling people that if I had some sales on some VeVe NFTs, I would be able to go in and buy some more DEVVE. So I'm waiting on that. If you want to learn more about VeVe, link down below, and sign up for VeVe, get 10 free gems. I did say I was going to mention daCat here. We have 1,000 DEVVE tokens on the balance sheet already. We're probably going to get a little more. We have what's called a partner statue. It's one of the most important NFTs like in the world. First appearance Mickey Mouse. And daCat has ownership of that. And we are putting that up for sale in order to get more crypto, a little bit of OMI, a little bit of Definity, and a little bit of DEVVE as well. And that's going to help us do a lot with comics. It's going to help us do a lot with digital collectibles. And we're going to get out there. So shout out to DEVVE for being able to help make that possible as we have it on its balance sheet. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. And everybody say bye-bye to Dashi. I love you guys. Bye.